Hey guys, it's Pat here with PNLearning.net, and this is another video in the series I'm doing on SAT practice test number 2. This is no longer available on the College Board website, and we will just be going through each math question here and trying to give you the quickest possible solutions. This is a part 3 question, so no calculators allowed. Let's get started. All right, so here's question number 2. It says, which of the following ordered pairs x, y satisfies this system of equations above? And right up here you have a system of equations, which we would typically solve by using elimination or substitution. Now, the method that you choose can end up taking a longer or shorter amount of time, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about a very important SAT prep strategy, which is to look at these answer choices. We've got 4 answer choices here, and there's 2 parts to each answer, right? There's an X solution and a Y solution. So when you're looking at these answer choices, one of the things that you can try to deduce is whether or not getting one part of the solution, right, the X or the Y, is going to save you from doing the work of getting the other part of the solution. So what do I mean? Well, for example, if we end up solving this system of equations and we get x equals 3, you're going to notice there's no other choice that has x equaling 3. So we wouldn't even really have to take 3 and plug it into the other equation and get y. That would save us a little time. Likewise, if we got x equal to 2, we have the same situation, right? You wouldn't have to go and get the y. There's only one choice with x equals 2. We could also look at it from the other side, right? You can look at your y's and say to yourself, well, if I got y equals positive 2, you won't have to go back and get your x solution, right? So with that being said, look at what we've got. We've got 2 possibilities for x where you don't have to get the other solution, and we have 1 possibility for y where you don't have to go get the other part of the solution. So it looks like you have a better chance of having this situation arise if you go and solve for x first. And that is a mouthful, I understand that. But as you start to see this strategy applied more and more, you'll be able to think of it lightning quick. You'll just be able to say, okay, well, which answer has more variability in it, right? Which answer has more distinct possibilities for answers? And in this case, it's going to be x. So now that we've determined that we're going to solve for x first, are we going to use elimination or are we going to use substitution? And so in this particular example, you're going to notice that the x's are stacked one on top of the other, and so are the y's, and so are the constants. So we're going to go ahead and just do elimination, right? It's kind of set up in that elimination style. So why mess with it? Why try to start isolating things and taking more time? We will, of course, for elimination method, have to get our x's or y's to match. And since we're trying to solve for the x, we're going to want to eliminate these y's. But currently, you'll notice we just have a 1y and a negative 2y, and those won't eliminate. So what we've got to do in elimination is alter one of these equations so that it will have matching y coefficients. And so if we just multiply both sides by 2 here, right, we're going to be able to rewrite that first equation. We're going to get 2 times x, or 2x, plus 2 times y, or 2y, equals 2 times 0, or 0. And then the second equation, we're going to leave that exactly the same. And if you guys have done this in your high school classrooms, you'll already be familiar with this process. But once you've got the y coefficients to match, you're going to go ahead and add these together, both equations. And 2x plus 3x, right? This is going to give us 5x. 2y plus negative 2y, of course, is going to cancel out. And 0 plus 10 is going to equal 10. And here we are. We're left with a very basic one-step equation. Just divide this 5, and we can see that x is going to equal positive 2. And wouldn't you know, this was choice B. This was one of the scenarios we talked about where if we got x equals 2, we don't have to bother going and trying to find what the y is, right? There's no other choice here with x equals 2. And there you have it. We're going to go with choice B for this question. So that's pretty much it. If you can think of a better or quicker way to get through this problem, definitely leave me a comment. And if you found this video helpful, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. or share this video with somebody else who's going through SAT prep. And as always, I do offer one-on-one and group SAT prep at my website, PNLearning.net. You can see the link for that in the description, so find your way over there if you think that might be helpful. But that's pretty much it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take it easy.